Hi everybody, this is Fred Nelson, and I would like to show you the tools that I'm using to create some content for an online graduate course. The first tool that I'm using is Camtasia, and that's what I'm using to do this screen capture. I've used Camtasia several times before, but one thing that I'm doing a little bit different this time is I've integrated another tool with this, a tool called Mouselight. You can see there's a little icon up here, and if I do a toggle here, that gives me a little kind of highlighted area that I can use to draw attention on the video screen to a particular part of the laptop screen that I might be wanting to share. So for this particular activity, I actually created some content using SoftChalk. So SoftChalk, as some of you may be familiar, is an online content creation tool. I'm going to toggle my mouse light off right now. And you can get a 30-day trial of it for free. You can download that, and also download an offline content creator, which is what I did. That's what you have to do to get it to work in the trial version. So I'm going to open up the SoftChalk content creator, which I have right here. You can see the icon in the dock right down here. And so I'll open this up and show you the canvas that you get when you start to create some content. It looks fairly unsophisticated. It's basically just as it shows here, a blank canvas like a word processor that you can type on and so on. There's different kinds of formatting that you can do. You can put in headers of different sorts and then type in just raw text. You can use bulleted lists of different sorts. You can insert images and hyperlinks. And there are a number of other features that I'll show you when I show you the actual document that I created. So the thing I've been working on was for a lesson that I'm generating for an online class that I'm adapting for science teachers to take. And so this one, you can see I've typed in some information here, and I started out trying to make each one of these SoftChalk pages short and somewhat granular. So the first page is a very brief introduction to the topic of this lesson and then the learning objectives. And then it's simple to insert page breaks here so you can really well organize the content in your SoftChalk lesson. So some other things on here that I might point out. This area over here is something called a call-out area that just provides some emphasis. I put some other resources in here. There's other ways that you can do this. As with many things, there's different ways that you can accomplish the same purpose. This is actually a Google drawing that I made and saved then as an image and inserted. This is a nice little feature. There's these little quiz poppers that you can insert, and of course you've seen those already from some of the content that we've worked with in this particular course already. Inserted some hyperlinks and so on. And then this particular image here is actually one that I created using Snagit, which is another application from TechSmith that makes Camtasia. So this just shows putting these little arrows and callouts on here, and then saving that as an image, and then uploading that to my SoftChalk canvas. And then the last thing I did was I put in an evaluation kind of activity, a little bit of an assignment that they can do, linking to a Google spreadsheet. Now, one of the fun things you can do is you can preview what your SoftChalk lesson looks like. So let's take a look at that right now. And it shows it on your browser. And so here you can see there's different themes that you can select. This one has kind of a paintbrush kind of look to it. You can also make navigation a little easier by giving each page a title, which is what I've done here. And you can do horizontal navigation here, or you can just go page by page. And so here's one of the little quizzes. This happens to be a true or false one. Just a little quick formative assessment strategy that goes along with this. Links to other resources that you can provide. And we'll go ahead and go to the last page so that you can see I've also set this up so that the actual assignment they do is to open up this spreadsheet and make a copy, and then they would submit that later. So that's the lesson that I created using SoftChalk. I've shared it with you using Camtasia and a couple of other little tools like the mouse light cursor highlighter, which I think is useful when you're doing the video kind of work. That was one of the big different things that I used this time with Camtasia was the mouse light. I did not really have any problems with it. Of course, if you don't use it regularly, you kind of forget some things. So I simply went back to the many really pretty good tutorials that this company has, TechSmith has. So I went back and did a little bit of work on Snagit, looking at some of the tools they have and how to use some of the tools that they have. Their online tutorials are really, really quite useful. And I think this would be really useful. Camtasia, of course, is going to be very useful in designing an introduction, a walkthrough on how to navigate the course. So that's what I plan to do with that. Thanks for your time.